Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Just take that down though. Welcome everybody to Cornubia Park Sports Complex here in Logan as the Logan Thunder host Mackay Meteorettes in women's QBL action here, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. I'm John Guarna. Tonight I'm joined by Dan George. Dan, this is a top 3 battle between 2 of the top teams in the competition. It should be a great matchup.
It sure will. I think Mackay has proven all year that they've been one of the top teams, and obviously Nadine Payne missing tonight doesn't help their causes on the road against Logan, who've also been really impressive to start the year, so I'm looking forward to a really good quality game coming up shortly.
Yeah, Mackay is playing the second game of a back-to-back. Last night they were down at the Gold Coast, Dan, and they picked up a 74-39 win. Just another impressive win for the Meteorettes, and getting back in the winning track after dropping that tough one to Spartans.
Yeah, that Spartans game would have been great to see, and I look forward to watching them play again later in the year. The Gold Coast match, they were probably always going to win that just based on the paper results, but I mean, they didn't shoot the ball too well. 3 of 19 from deep and only 64% of the foul line as well, so there's a lot of room for improvement from Mackay. I think sometimes the second night of the back-to-back is a little bit easier to play. They didn't have much of a travel last night. Gold Coast to Logan obviously is not too taxing, so I'd expect them to come out and play a bit more efficiently tonight. And you got Michaela Cox and Shavana Pelvast and all these great quality players still on the roster. Looking forward to a really good game coming up against Logan, who are going to want to defend home court.
Yeah, it certainly hurts to lose a player like Nadine Payne, but Mackay has been built on their depth. They should be able to withstand that. Logan also comes in they're on a 6-game winning streak. They dropped their first game of the season versus Spartans, and then they've ripped off 6 straight. But this is certainly going to be one of the toughest tests, if not the toughest test so far in the season. Logan's last game was last week in the Carly Adams Foundation Charity Shield matchup with the Southwest Metro Pirates. They won that game 73-66. I spoke to Coach Can before the game, and it was a tale of 2 halves in that game. They were down at the half. They made some adjustments and corrected some things. Second half, they were able to pull away for the win, but they didn't shoot the ball very well, 37% from the field, only 27% from 3. But they did a really good job on the glass. They had 53 rebounds, 16 of which were offensive rebounds, which led to a lot of points in the paint. They had 34 points in the paint in total. And when you look at Logan's roster, they don't have that size, so a bit surprising to see they grabbed 16 offensive rebounds. And as usual, they were led in scoring by Kate Gaze in that one. 22 points, but very inefficient last week from Gaze. She was only 7 of 26 from the field. She did a lot of other things, though. She had 8 rebounds and 5 assists. And Michaela Donnelly had a great game, 13 points and 6 assists. The matchups tonight should be pretty good, though. You've got Donnelly and Gaze versus Cox in the backcourt. And then up front, you got Tammy Willie going up against Jackie Luna Castro for Logan. And Sarah Ambrose also had a great game last week. So what are some of the things that you expect to see from these teams tonight?
Well, you've touched on a couple of really good points, John, and I think the Sarah Ambrose, the Cassie Smiths, the Luna Castros, those are the girls that are going to make the difference between Logan being a good team and being a great team. I think we know what KK's is going to give us. But coaching-wise, there'll be a good matchup as well, and we'll just pause for the anthem, obviously, in a moment here.
Yep, we'll be back with you shortly after the anthem. Excellent rendition of the Australian national anthem there from one of the many local talents in the Logan area. Didn't catch her name, but great rendition, wasn't it, Dan?
Oh, it's always good to hear the anthem, and especially when it's live. And that's not easy, getting up and singing in front of anyone, let alone a stadium full of people. So really, really good job from that young lady, and I'm sure we'll hear her again, hopefully, at some stage during the season.
Let's talk about those matchups, though. If you're the Logan Thunder, how do you match up with Tammy Willie? They don't necessarily have the size. Do you expect to see Jackie Luna Castro go head-to-head with Tammy Willie?
Well, I think it's got to be team defense, and you would see that. I think Luna Castro will be the matchup to start the game, but you might even see a Ambrose or a Cassie Smith at times. But it's a team defense, meaning the perimeter players can't just stand off and let the Mackay guards just pick them apart and throw easy entrance passes. You need ball pressure on the perimeter. The post players need to do their work early and push Willie off her spot so she can't just walk into the post and get easy touches. So I think there's a lot to do with how to defend a player when you've got a size advantage like that. If they just stand behind her and let them make easy post passes, there's going to be foul trouble and buckets or both on a lot of possessions, which is not going to help Logan at all.
And then for Logan, how do you match up with Cox, with Palvast, with Tammy Willie? We didn't even mention Jillian Houghton, who's one of the top assists. I think she's fifth in assists. She's averaging 5 assists a game, but she can explode also. So what do you do Logan-wise to try and slow down Mackay? And if you're Mackay, do you try and run with them because you have the horses?
Well, it'll be good to see how the coaches adjust as the game goes on, but I would almost just challenge my girls and say, you know, Kate Gaze, you're a professional player, and I don't hype the fact she's one of my favourite players in the league, and I love watching her play, but I would almost say you got Michaela Cox, you got Palvis, you got these girls that are elite as well. Challenge her and let her play one-on-one. There's no need to double, there's no need to trap. It's the same with Michaela, same with Cassie Smith. I would just challenge them, and if you need to make adjustments as a team and maybe trap sometimes later on during the game, you can do that, but to start with, I just try and challenge my players and tap into that competitive spirit and see if we can just guard everyone one out, which obviously helps everyone else stay on their man. There's less help defense. It's easier for them to get the other way and transition to the offensive end. So that's how I would guard it to start with, but we'll see what happens as the game unfolds.
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup. Logan, very successful, and I think they look their best when they're playing transition basketball. They're going to try and pressure Mackay. They're going to try and force turnovers and get some easy buckets. I think if I'm Mackay, I got to make sure that I don't get caught up in that game and play my game. Mackay, we saw against Southwest, very good in the half court as well. So I think it's going to be whoever can will themselves and play their style or will their style onto the opposition is going to have a good say in this one. Dan, you want to make a quick prediction before we tip?
Well, the prediction is going to be a great game, and it's going to be competitive, and I'm looking forward to watching. But I will pick Logan just because Nadine Payne's not here and because they're at home. I think those two factors will get them over the top. Yeah,
and Nadine Payne, of course, not here tonight because she's representing Australia overseas in the World 3-on-3 Championship. So I wish Nadine Payne and the Australian team the best of luck. Do the country proud, wear that green and gold with pride. Sorry we can't see you, but it's going to be a great matchup nonetheless. As we get set to tip, it's up, and it's won by Logan. So Logan will have the first opportunity to put some points on the board. You see switching man-to-man defense here from Mackay early. Luna Castro on the baseline is money. She can hit that. If Mackay gives that to her all night, she's going to have a huge one. And we see Cox and Gaze matching up defensively, too. That's a great matchup.
Sure is. I was about to say that. I think that's going to be worth looking all night long at those two go head-to-head. Two really good players on both ends just matching up on each other. So looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, Houghton unable to convert on the other end. So Logan again looking to add to their lead. Gaze off the screen, misses the jumper. Palvast leaking out. Good catch and finish there from Shavana Palvast. Great look by Michaela Cox.
We were talking pregame, John, about Palvast and the energy and the talent she brings to the floor, but I mean, that's a difficult catch and finish. Just a really quality athletic play.
Yeah, then Logan got beat down the floor there. They're going to have to do a better job in transition defense. Donnelly drains the long two. Kai looks to be wanting to go at a fast pace here. Cox tied up. Referee's going to get Kate Gaze, though, for the foul. So Michaela Cox is going to go to the line for a couple free throw attempts. She's a perfect 12 of 12 from the free throw line so far this season.
Oh, well, let's see, John, if you put the jinx on as we've known to do in the past this season.
It's
Hopefully
not just us. It's an
global
international curse known as the broadcaster's jinx. She hit the first, though, so let's see if she could convert the second. And she does. Michaela Cox having a great season. 14.6 points a game, 4 rebounds, just under 4 assists. Just a great, great talent. I really enjoy watching her play. Ambrose catch and shoot is short. Good offensive rebound though by Cassie Smith. Out to Gaze, open for 3, it's off. Couple good looks though for Logan. Kai's gonna want to tighten things up a little bit on the defensive end. Triple team, Donnelly comes up with the steal. Then they're gonna get Willie for a reach-in foul. She's got the look of surprise on her face. Team fouls are 1 apiece.
I think that answers your question a little bit, John, from pregame about how do you guard Tammy Willie with the size advantage she's got. I think on the catch they're going to bring 2 or 3 players as we see Logan turn it over. And I think one of the keys to every game, every week is who can look after the ball the best. So those sort of cheap turnovers are going to drive any coach crazy.
Yeah, that was, again, one of the things we spoke to Coach Can about initially on in that early going was last week they turned the ball over way too much. They can't turn that over. He's got to take care of the pill. Here's another turnover, so back-to-back turnovers, 1 apiece. Cox throws up the floor, that's way off. She recovers though. Palvas going to step into a wing 3. That's too strong. Tipped around and Donnelly comes down with it. So teams both struggling a bit to take care of the pill and finish. Good pass though from Donnelly to Luna Castro, who finishes the reverse layup. Good recovery there by Cox. Thought it was a travel or double dribble. You see Cassie Smith asking the referees for it. Foul call, though, is going to go against Sarah Ambrose, her first. Houghton driving baseline can finish. We're not at that 6. 7 to go in the first quarter. Good lead pass. Gaze pulling it down. Looking inside. It's knocked back. She recovers, though, and banks it home. I like that from Gaze, though, looking to create for a teammate.
Well, you touched earlier on her shooting percentages, but still, you'll expect her as the year goes on to get a bit more efficient. Second leading scorer in the league. And I think for this Logan team, the more aggressive that she can play, I think the better it is for everybody else. So I agree, John. Good to see her looking to get her shots and equally looking to get everyone else involved as well.
And good job defensively by Ambrose. She got the switch on Tammy Willie. That's a tough matchup for Ambrose, but she does a really good job defensively there, forcing Willie into a tough shot. Deep 3 from Gaze is short. Ambrose, though, chases down the O-board. She had about 5 offensive rebounds last week as well. Very similar, just out hustling people and not wanting it. But Ambrose gets called for the offensive foul. That's going to be her second personal. Coach Can doesn't like the call. Timeout taken on the floor, though, Thunder, so we'll take one as well. It's an 8-6 lead for Logan over Mackay with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter on your QBL game presented to you by Nothing But Net Media. All right, back with you here at the Cornubia Sports Complex. 8-6 lead for Logan over Mackay early. Coach Tess taking the timeout. Pretty good timeout. Wasn't happy with the way the troops were playing.
I think he said the word rebound about 20 times. That's maybe not that many, but it was an obvious message to his team that he's not pleased with their ability to control the defensive glass.
Willie's step back jumper is good.
That's a tough shot too. Nice move.
Yeah, I love using the body to create the space and then fading away. It's not easy. Donnelly misses. Long rebounds tipped out. Coach Tesk looks like he's about to blow up.
Well, it's never good. The first possession after a timeout, which was called distress rebounding, you give up another offensive board.
Donnelly, wild rebound, miss. Metuga got the rebound, but Donnelly's layup attempt hit nothing, so it's a shot clock violation. Good defense there from Mackay. We're not at 8, about 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Good drive, and Palvast gets to the rim to lay it in. 10-8 the lead now for Mackay. Another offensive foul called there on a screen. No basket there. That foul's going to go on Michaela Donnelly. So that's the second offensive foul we've seen setting a pick for Logan on the offensive end.
Sure is, and we've discussed a little bit over the last few minutes about how well they're playing, and I think when you can turn the ball over, it takes away offensive opportunities to get shots and also to get offensive rebounds. And I mean, this Mackay team, such a good team, you just don't want to let them hang around, and those sort of turnovers are going to come back to bite them if they can't clean them up potentially.
Wild rebound, layup attempt is missed, goes out of bounds off the hands of Tammy Willie. A lot of contact. I don't mind. The referee's letting them play here. A lot of contact inside. Referees let that one go. 10-8 the lead here for Mackay. About 4:30 to go. Metuga in for Sarah Ambrose. Luna Castro hands off for Smith. It's 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Donnelly now, top of the key three is strong. And a good rebound there for Mackay. Disseldorf with the rebound, sets the screen now for Cox. Gets in the paint, fadeaway jumper, in and out, and Metuga comes down with it. 2-on-1, great pass. Cassie Smith finishes. How good is that? Ula Metuga going to also represent Australia at the under-17 3-on-3 tournament. That's a perfect player for a 3-on-3 tournament as Houghton hits the three, but Metuga can guard every position on the floor, can pass, shoot, dribble, do a bit of everything.
Well, how excited are they? Anyway, representing Australia is always something amazing and very memorable, but with 3-on-3 coming to the Olympic Games, those girls and guys who are playing in these 3-on-3 tournaments must just have that added element of excitement and motivation, just what the future years might bring. But you're right, Metuga's just highly skilled and can shoot the rock, good defender, shows her ability to pass, can lead the break, does a bit of everything. And we've spoken before this year and previously about the junior development they do here at Logan, and they just continue to put out quality young players, with Goodchild, another one subbing in, who's having a really good season as well so far.
Yeah, Mila Goodchild already won a gold medal at the Under-17 World Championship. She's just been recently selected to play for the Australian Under-17 team again at the Oceania Championships. Metuga is blocked from behind by Tammy Willie. And here comes Palvast. Good look inside, reverse layup though, no good. Kelsey McDermott missed. And now Logan going down the other end with Metuga on the block against Palvast. Layup is good.
Nice move, huh?
Great move and finishing through the Palvast contest. Now Palvast has it, gets the screen, doesn't use it. Stop and pop from Palvast is too strong. Luna Castro comes down with it. Good pass there from Gaze to Luna Castro. Foul called. Who are they going to give that one to? If they give it to Willie, which they do, it's going to be her second personal as well. Going to send Jackie Luna Castro to the free throw line on the season. Luna Castro shooting at an 80% clip. Mackay's got 3 team fouls. Logan with 4. 2:28 to go here in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 13 now. Mackay looking to push the pace. Turnover there from Cox. And you got to credit Logan there a bit on the made free throw. A bit of pressure. Kind of discombobulated Michaela Cox there.
Discombobulated, I think that means it just put her under pressure and sped her up, I think. But I agree, discombobulated is exactly what happened. And Logan returned the favour. It's for two quality teams, they're just really getting taking a while to feel each other out, aren't they? A few turnovers and a little bit scrappy so far. But
and another foul on the other end. That's Mila Goodchild picking up the foul on Michaela Cox. Cox just got her feet in the paint, and once you get in there, she wasn't going to be denied getting to the rim. She's still perfect from the free throw line tonight and on the season, Kayla Cox. 2 points the lead here for Mackay now. 15-13, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Luna Castro turnaround jumper is good. She's been really impressive so far this season, Jackie Luna Castro. Great addition to the Logan Thunder and the QBL.
And she sure has, and no hesitation at all on that last jump shot.
Cox from three is off.
She usually rocks the bright fluoro-coloured, very thick headband, but we're not seeing it tonight, but it's not affecting her game.
Goodchild throws up a wild one, it's off. And here comes Mackay, they've got numbers. Good pass inside, Palvas to Zelenka. And a nice left-handed finish from Zelenka.
That was a great pass, too, from Palvas.
Through the traffic. 17-15 the lead here. Mackay over Logan. Kursome in. Pull-up jumper is too strong. And we're off and running again. McDermott pushing it up court. Zelenka gets it on the block. She wants a clear out. Go Luna Castro one-on-one. Baseline, reverse layup is off. And here again, Logan has numbers. 4 on 3. Donnelly's going to step into a wing three. That's too strong. Palvas putting it on the deck. Good ball movement here. Zelenka has it now top of the key. Great spin move. She's fouled there by Luna Castro. Good creativity there by Jackie Zelenka. Going to go to line for a couple shots.
It was pretty good defense, too, but you could see Zelenka really liked that matchup. There was a couple of options to give it up, but when she called for the ISO and made a really nice quick move and just put enough pressure on the defense and on the officials that she got herself rewarded with 2 foul shots.
Donnelly going to get a breather. Cassie Smith going to check back in. And McDermott just checked out for Mackay. Checking in for the first time tonight, Sarah Storshaw. We saw her versus Southwest, and we were really impressed by Storshaw.
We sure were, and thank you to our Nothing But Net Media supporters. We know she's been at college in the States and a very promising young player for Mackay.
Luna Castro, no look, corner 3 is up and off. Tipped around, Matuga saves it for Logan, but she stepped out of bounds. Thought she saved it, but went out of bounds, so Mackay with an opportunity. 15 seconds to go, no shot clock, no game clock. Excuse me, no difference. Mackay's gonna run, it's like a horn set here for Cox with 8 seconds to go on the game clock.
It's a Palvas shot, there you go.
Palvas gets it going to the basket, layup is good. Good finish there by Palvas. Gonna send Mackay into the quarter time break up 6, 21-15. That's just a great read. Nice set there from Mackay to finish off the quarter.
Great offense, absolutely. They knew exactly who they wanted to get the shot and how they were going to get it for her, and that's a sign of a quality team, well coached and executed really well and got the ball to Palvas, who's been really impressive so far. Defensively, her ability to pass and find teammates, but also score the ball.
Yeah, so it is the quarter time break. We'll take one as well with Mackay up 6, 21-15 on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. All right, back with you here at the Cornubia Sports Complex. It's the quarter-time break with Mackay up 21-15 over Logan. Looking at some of the team statistics, Mackay shot 38% from the field. So did Logan. 0 of 3 from deep are the Thunder, while Mackay's 1 of 3. Something that jumps out at me, though, Dan, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, only 1 of 2 for Logan. What other statistics jump out at you? I see you had the same one.
Well, yeah, and it's a close game, so you'd expect the stats to be fairly close as well, but I agree, Mackay being more aggressive and getting to the foul line, and for a team, as we see another nice inside move, but for a team on the second game in 2 days to get points while the clock is stopped is going to be big for them all night long. But the other thing is Logan with 6 turnovers went on track for 20 plus for the game. It's just too many, especially when Mackay's only got a couple, 2 themselves. So I think Logan have to play a bit better defense and get Mackay off the line, and equally look after the ball and get themselves some more shots.
Good steal there from Matuga. She was blocked on the other end by Cox. Now Kiraselme has a great spin move. She can't get it to fall, but a great move there by young Jade Kiraselme. She's going to go to line for 2 shots. How's the spin move to the left?
Very nice.
Going with the offhand.
Well, another thing Mackay's done really well is that, I mean, they, especially that last play of the first quarter, we saw them run a set play for the single purpose of getting Palvis the ball, and they executed it really well. And I think they've done a slightly better job of getting their players looks in the right spots. And I mean, you'd like to see with Kate Gaze especially, good child, these good shooters they've got out there, maybe run some sets and get some more open looks to make it easier for them to get quick buckets, because at the moment Logan's working really hard to manufacture every point they can get.
And Logan looking to try and force some turnovers with the pressure. Goodchild just picked up her second personal, though, as Storshaw tried to duck under the pressure. Donnelly going to check back in for Mila Goodchild.
I know she's a young player and comes off the bench, but with 2 fouls forcing her out of the game, that's a big call for Logan. I think they're going to miss her, and they need her to play well to be competitive against these top teams.
And they're going to need their young guns also. They're going to be without Goodchild for a little while. They're also going to be without Matuga as well, going over to represent Australia. Both players going to represent Australia. So Coach Ken plays his young players. He needs them. This is a great test for them tonight against Mackay. Gaze fires from 3. That's in and out. Palvas comes down with it. Gaze has yet to get off track. Travel called there on Sarah Storshaw. So that's a turnover. Jillian Houghton going to get set to check back in, as is Jackie Luna Castro. So Luna Castro coming in for Matuga, and Houghton going to come in for Storshaw. And I'm sure, actually, I have to double check this, but I'm sure I read somewhere that Luna Castro actually is going to be playing internationally. I think she got picked for the Mexican team. As finishing it, Madison McDonald finishes through the contact and the foul. That foul was on Jackie Luna Castro. I got to have a look at that.
Yeah, definitely have a look, but that would be awesome to have the QBL, and we've spoken about how good the talent is in the league, but they have so many internationals. And I mean, Palvis from New Zealand, Monmouth University, which we've discussed last time she was on air as well. And I mean, a Mexican player would be pretty awesome too to have in our league, but unlucky to pick up a second foul, which forces her straight back out of the game, John, which is going to hurt Logan. She started off really, really well.
There's a bit of foul trouble here for Logan. They've got 3 players with 2 personals. Gaze fouled there by Jillian Houghton. That's going to be Houghton's second personal as well. I'm sure I saw it somewhere, but I can't find it online now. Matuga goes inside for Smith, who loses it, recovers, but can't finish. Now Palvest is off and running. Inside pass there. Spin move and layup attempt by McDonald is missed, but Mackay gets the offensive rebound. Cox three-pointer is off, and Gaze gets the D board. She's off and running. Stop and pop for Kate Gaze, gets it to roll home. Cuts the lead to 7 for Mackay, 26-19. Cox looking to go one-on-one with Kirisome. Good ball movement here. A pass, though, stolen, but they're going to get Metuga for the personal foul. It's going to be Metuga's first personal, the third team foul on Logan. 7:28 to go here in the first half. Jay Willis going to check in. Taking a breather is Madison McDonald for Mackay. Wide open is Zelenka. She misses the layup, though. Coach Tesk furious. Luckily, Gaze missed the three-point attempt. That would have been a 5-point swing there.
Sure would have. And I mean, Coach Teski's loving it, the execution, and they ran a great set and got an awesome look. And he started clapping as soon as that pass was made and could not believe it when the ball didn't go down. But good offense from Mackay, and Logan down the other end is struggling. Kate Gaze rarely misses everything, and we saw her do it there. And they've got to find a way to get some easy looks. 19 points with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. They're going to be conscious of the fact that it's hard to score against this Mackay team.
Three-pointer for Willis is too strong. Zelenka, though, grabs the offensive rebound. Gets right back in the paint. She's going to barrel through the defense. A lot of contact there. They're going to get Zelenka for the travel. Thought they were going to go for the offensive foul. Looks like Zelenka hurt her ankle or something. She's going to jog it off. Logan's got Donnelly, Ambrose, Metuga, Gaze, and Smith. There's Gaze on the baseline. Jumper is good. How tough is that? Going left, stopping and popping along the baseline. Then you're a right-handed shooter.
Well, I think going left as a right-handed shooter is actually easier because the ball's just naturally in a better position to go up and shoot it. Going right and shooting with your right hand, I think, is a little bit harder, but doesn't take away from the quality of the move. But and we see it with James Legan and the men we talk about. When he gets to his left hand, it's just such a smooth shot. When he goes right, it just looks completely different. So I think Kate Gaze, going to her strengths, knew exactly where she wanted to get to and knocked it down.
Tammy Willie just checked back in for Jackie Zelenka, and checking in for Logan, Alice Honoré. Honoré hasn't played too much this season, but Coach Can looking for some help inside. Mackay doing a number of them on the glass. They're out rebounding. Well, it's actually only 16 all, but see if we can find those offensive rebound
Well, at quarter
numbers.
time, it was a +4 to Logan. So for it to be 16 all pretty quickly, that means it's, 7-3 in this quarter. So this quarter, Mackay is doing a significantly better job on the glass.
There's Gaze driving baseline. Good defense, but nice ball movement from Logan. Inside pass to Ambrose. She can't finish. It went in and out. Honoré, though, fighting for the rebound. She can't come up with it. I really love what Mackay's doing. They're looking to get into that half-court offense as quickly as they can. As McDermott airballs a three. And then double dribble there from Jay Willis. Coach Tesk wanted her to go right back up with it. Double dribble the call, though. (28-21) the lead. 5:50 to go here in the first half. Cassie Smith looking to make something happen. She finishes, and the foul. I like that Logan cleared it out for Smith, let her go to work. Cassie Smith rewarded them with the bucket and a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, she's such a good player and does a bit of everything. Doesn't always look to score, but certainly very, very capable. And I think they felt they had a mismatch and went right at it, but tough finish too. Quality move from her.
Yeah, Smith averaging 10 points a game so far this season. Her season high was 19 points in the season opener versus the Spartans. Smith finishes the three-point play, so it's now a 4-point game here. Mackay up 28-24. Houghton's going to fire a deep three that's short. Tipped by Willie, but it went out of bounds. It's a bit of defense there from Logan, forcing the outside shot from Mackay.
Well, Mackay have shown their ability to get into the paint, both with passes and offense and also just penetration. So I think if you're Logan and Mackay beat you from the perimeter, you live with it. But if you can keep them out of the paint, that's definitely what you'd rather have. So I think they'll just continue to encourage that shot, and hopefully for Mackay they can knock them down.
Willie's going to take it deep on that short, long rebound. Gaze lets it run out of bounds. Logan very happy, like you said, to let him shoot from outside. Coach Test doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. Mackay up by 2, 28-26 over the Logan Thunder on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. Back with you here at Cornubia Sports Complex. It's a 2-point lead for Logan over Mackay. Good time out there for Coach Test. I think he's just probably wanting to settle the troops down. Guys, let's run offense. When we run offense, we're doing a good job. They're kind of rushing the shots on the offensive end, I thought.
Well, they've been playing such quality, structured basketball. But the last couple of minutes, they have got away with it a little bit, I do feel as well, John. I agree. So
good ball movement from Logan leads to an honorary 2-pointer, and we're not at that 28. Little zone there from Mackay as well. Inside to Palves. She likes to match up with Gay. She can't finish, and Willie knocks it out of bounds. Tide starting to turn and favor the Thunder here, Dan.
You can just feel it, can't you? The game has just shifted definitely in Mackay. Those looks they were getting in the first quarter and a half are just a bit harder to come by. And Alice Honorary as well, by the way.
Come in
just
making a difference.
Absolutely, and she's been around for a little while. Is not a young player, but anyone who doesn't play big minutes to stay ready and to come in and contribute like this is just a testament to how professional she approaches the game and making an impact here for sure.
Yeah, she couldn't get the layup to fall, but she's going to go to the line for her first 2 free throw attempts of the season.
You see Palves coming back to Coach Test saying, can we go back to a man? I think they're having a hard time rebounding and containing out of this zone for Mackay, so we'll see if they do make the change, but give Logan credit.
Honorary goes 1 of 2, so Logan back in the lead. 29-28 now for the Thunder. Here's some zone from Logan. Palves now goes inside. Willie double teamed. She can't finish, but she's fouled. Let's see who they give that one to. It's either going to be Smith. No, yeah, it went on Cassie Smith. That's going to be her second personal. Both teams in the penalty now. So fouls from here on out will send people to the free throw line.
And a good job from Mackay too, realizing they need a bucket, being patient, getting the ball into the post. Much better offense from them.
Willie hits them both, so Mackay retakes the lead now. It's a 1-point lead for the Meteorettes.
And they are back into man-to-man. Johnny, that zone did not last long.
Donnelly's jumper is too strong. Willie corrals the long rebound. Houghton looking inside. It's at the elbow now. Good ball movement. Cox gonna get called for the offensive foul. Donnelly, she does that at least once or twice a game, picking up a charge call. She's probably one of the best on the women's side, I'd say, picking up that charge.
Yeah, great defense.
Here comes Jackie Luna Castro, checking back in for Alice Honorary. Honorary giving them some great minutes here in the first half. Donnelly kicks it for Gaze. Gaze going to bring it back out. Here's Luna Castro, stop and pop. That's good. She has got
Nice.
the textbook jump shot, doesn't she?
Sure does. And you can see a lot of the post players oftentimes being pretty good at the catch and shoot, but to put it on the ground like that and one or two dribbles and go into a jump shot, just quality offense.
Hey, good hands there from Donnelly, tipping the pass out of bounds. Cox thought about a step back. Willie gonna fire a deep two. That's good. Luna Castro didn't have the hand up. Willie makes her pay. Gaze pass tipped by Tammy Willie out of bounds, so Logan will maintain possession with 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gaze, I thought she was going to fire there. Gets the screen though, flips one up, can't finish. Palvest has it, she's off and running. Good pump fake by Cox. She has to pick up her dribble. Ambrose and Cox fighting for it. Tipped around, Cassie Smith comes up with it. Smith with the 2-on-1, good fake, and Smith finishes at the rim. Great job there by Cassie
Sure
Smith.
was. Well, I think you're told in juniors, in a 2-on-1, you keep going until the defense stops you, and that's exactly what she did, and defense didn't commit, and she made them pay.
Palvest goes right at the Logan defense. She's fouled, going to get 2 free throws. That one's on Jackie Luna Castro. Luna Castro, that's her 3rd personal. Let's see if Coach Ken goes back to the bench and honor it.
He's going to have to.
Yeah, Coach Ken, I think, taking the timeout, so we'll take one as well. It's a 1-point lead here for Logan with 2:16 to go in the first half on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. Back with you here at the Cornubia Sports Complex with the Mackay Meteorettes trailing the Logan Thunder by 1, 33-32. Savannah Palvest at the free throw line for 2 shots. Palvest on the night. These are going to be her first free throw attempt. She's got 6 points so far, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Doing a bit of everything for Mackay.
Very good defender as well. Just a quality player all around. And I think obviously with Mackay being such a good team, having all the success they're having, Nadine Payne's a star, with Palvest is right behind her, if not right next to her in terms of quality of player. Just awesome to watch her live tonight.
Hey, she goes 1 of 2, so we're not at that 33. It's about 2 minutes to go. Ambrose going to fire a jumper. That's off. There's Palvest with it now. Skips it over to Houghton. Inside pass to Willie is tipped out of bounds by Kate Gaze. Good recognition there, though. Willie had Gaze in the post. Tammy Willie going to get a breather. Zelenka checks in, and Storshaw checks in for Houghton.
I think it's a really smart sub from Coach Tesker, who's bewildered at the out-of-bounds play we just saw. His reaction on the bench was priceless, but I think you don't want Tammy really picking up a 3rd foul, so with the tied game, a minute 40 left in the half, get her out, protect her, keep her ready for the second half with 3 fouls still to give.
A good defense there from Ambrose, forcing the tough shot from Disseldorf. Logan has an opportunity to take the lead. Gaze has it over to Smith now. Gaze flips it up, can't get it to fall. Rebound saved there by Zelenka. Storshaw, we saw her do a good job against the Pirates defensively. She's going to have the matchup with Gaze on the other end tonight. She steps into a long two that's too strong. Great skip pass ahead for Cassie Smith. Good look inside. Henri finishes the layup attempt. Good ball movement from Logan.
Just perfect transition basketball, wasn't it? Great kick ahead pass from Gaze to Cassie Smith, who penetrated and found an open Henri, who's really made a great impact here in the first half off the bench, probably unexpectedly.
Yeah, like I said, hasn't played much. Storshaw inside, gets lost on the baseline. She finishes the reverse layup. Donnelly goes inside. Gaze turnaround jumper is off the back of the rim. Cox comes down with it with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Palvast loses it, and Gaze comes up with it now. Ambrose running hard. Gaze going to bring it back out to hold for the final shot of the quarter. Excuse me, the half. Gaze looking for the Henri screen. She gets a double screen. Good help. Gaze spins away from it, though. Loses it on the way to the bucket. It's a jump ball with 4 seconds to go. Possession arrow favors Logan.
You can just feel Kate Gaze's, as Coach King will call a timeout, I think, to drop a play. Kate Gaze just looks frustrated, and I think when you're used to scoring 25, 30 points a night, to be putting up a 3 of 12, 3 of 13 half, it's going to lead to some frustration, but hopefully she can come out of the second half. If she doesn't score here, come out for the second half and get herself to the foul line and just get into the paint, get some laps, and just find ways to get herself going, because Logan need her to play well, obviously, if they're going to win tonight, I think.
Yeah, Gaze 3 of 12 from the field, like you said. She's got 6 points. Has yet to hit a 3, though. She's got 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, so not a bad night. She's a +6 so far for Logan, so it is positive when she's out there on the floor. Just can't find the shooting stroke just yet. You got to expect, though, Coach Can to draw something up for Kate Gaze coming out of this timeout with 4 seconds to go.
Well, she'll be the focus, but then you can look for like an Alzoneri or a Cassie Smith slipping, because Kate Gaze should draw a lot of the attention of the defense, definitely. But I mean, her taking 12 shots, whether she makes 3 or misses 12 or makes 12, I don't think it matters, but they need her to be the focus. So I'm glad to see she's getting a lot of reps up, but she needs to stay aggressive. But if that shot's not falling, find other ways to influence the game, and maybe getting to the foul line is a good way to go. But still a very good defender, good passer, does a lot of great things, but she just looks like she's a little bit frustrated at the moment with her shots that aren't quite going in at the frequency that she would expect.
Donnelly's going to inbound out to Henri. Over to Cassie Smith. Three-pointer is up and good. Cassie Smith hits the 3 to beat the buzzer. That looked like that secondary option. They cut Gaze off, like you said, but good ball movement hitting Henri over to Smith.
Well, Gaze came off the double, as you saw, and did take a lot of attention, as you would expect. And I mean, Cassie Smith, we talk about every time we see them play, how she has a bit of everything. Knocks down a big three-point shot on the halftime break.
Dan, quick thoughts on the first half before we head into our break.
A bit scrappy to start with, probably more so than we would have thought, but 2 good teams. And I mean, I picked Logan at home. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with my tip, but it's going to be a really close, really competitive second half, so some good basketball coming up for sure.
Yeah, so it is halftime here at the Cornubia Sports Complex. We'll take a break. We'll come back a few minutes before the second half of action with some halftime statistics for you as Logan goes into the break up 3, 38-35 over the Mackay Meteorettes on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. Back with you here at Cornubia Sports Complex in Logan. At the half, it's 38-35 for the Thunder over the Meteorettes. Dan, pretty good first half of action. Let's take a look at some statistics for Logan. Leading the way and leading all scorers, Cassie Smith's got 10 points. She's got the 1 rebound and 2 assists. 4 or 5 from the field is Cassie Smith. Jackie Luna Castro with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Kate Gaze only 6 points and 4 rebounds as well. Michaela Donnelly's got 4 points. Kira Some's got 2, and Ula Matuga's got 2. Alice Honorary, though, 5 points and a rebound. Did a pretty good job for the Logan there in the first half in her brief minutes.
Oh, she sure did. She made a real impact, and I mean, I thought Logan really turned it around in the second quarter, and we commented during the broadcast about it. The game was just a bit scrappy, trying to get a feel for what they're going to do against this impressive Mackay team, but they limited their turnovers to just 1 in the second quarter, and I think that gave them obviously more possessions, which meant more looks and more offensive rebound opportunities, and it also took away Mackay's transition, which they looked really good when they were out on the break with Palvist and Michaela Cox and these girls. So I think if Logan can continue to do that, I think it'll really help them as they move forward here into the second half.
Yeah, Mackay was led on the score sheet by Shavannah Palvast. She had 7 points. She also had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Jill Halton had 5. Willie Zelenka and Michaela Cox each had 6. Storshaw with 2 and McDonald with 3. So pretty well-balanced attack for Mackay. You got to expect a lot of the same stuff in the second half here. As Cox tries to get inside, she's fouled right away. We see Michaela Cox trying to get close to the bucket for an easy 2.
Well, I think they're going to shorten their rotation, you would expect here in the second half, Mackay, and just ride Palvis, Cox, Willie, as long as they can stay out of foul trouble. And we talk about it all the time, John. Getting the ball in the paint is oftentimes the key to victory, and you can do that through offensive rebounds, like Logan have shown, especially tonight. But dribble and pass penetration is such an underrated part of the game, and if Michaela Cox can get her feet in the paint, she'll get herself foul shots, she'll get really open looks, she'll get Palvis open looks. They really open up the whole floor for this Meteorettes team.
Yeah, Michaela Cox has yet to miss a free throw tonight or the season so far, so her streak still going. 3-pointer off. Donnelly loses it out of bounds. Went off of Cox, though, so Logan will maintain possession.
Do you think there's any part of Michaela Cox that's just considering not trying to draw a foul for the rest of the season? just so she can finish 18 of 18, whatever she is at the moment?
I mean,
perfect record.
You're the former professional player, not me. Would you do something like that, Dan? Great move there by Matuga, by the way, finishing with the left.
It continues to be impressive, but, well, there's no way that I would have got to 14 for 14 to start with, so it was never even a consideration, but I'm sure she'll continue to get to the line and continue to knock them down.
Yeah, she's a great player, Cox. She's been playing at a very high level for a very long time.
And she just looks incredibly fit, obviously really takes care of herself and very professional in her preparation. Just looks like she's in great shape.
Great defense there from Michaela Donnelly on Cox, and a great pass. Ambrose now over to Smith. Good ball movement, but Logan's got to bring it back out. Good recovery from Mackay defensively. Donnelly hits the wing 3. (43-37) the lead now. Willie inside against Ambrose. Her turnaround jumper is good.
Her mid-range jump shot is tough, isn't it? That's the 3rd or 4th shot she's hit like that tonight, just showing some great touch.
Hey, it's a tough matchup for Ambrose in the paint. But did a pretty good job. Just a great hit there by Willie. Matuga stripped, but recovers. Now Smith open, deep 2 is up and good for Cassie Smith. Her hot shooting continues as well. Good move by Zelenka, goes to the right with the left hand.
Yeah, really nice finish. I mean, Nadine Payne's impossible to replace, just one of the best players in the league, but as we see Michaela Cox get a piece of cake, gauge a shot, but Zelenka's really helped fill the void tonight, made a number of nice moves in there.
Now Willie again on the block. Her jump shot is good. Action starting to pick up a little bit here.
Well, you might see a quick timeout from Coach Can the next minute or two, because I know the scoreline's still equal, pretty close, but Mackay's offense is starting to look really smooth, getting some nice looks.
Matuga, great pass to a cutting Ambrose.
As are Logan.
Yeah, both teams shooting at a very high clip to start the second half, as Zelenka beats everyone down the court, but she can't finish. Now Logan on the other end looking to push the pace. Ambrose steps into a long 2. That's good as well. That's what Logan will do to you. They beat you down the court, they're going to hurt you in trans. Great skip pass from Willie to Cox. Good pump fake. And the three-pointer good from Michaela Cox. That's not easy to do either. Pump fake, go to your left, and pull up from three.
Tough shot.
Houghton fouls Donnelly on our way to the bucket. That's going to be Houghton's third personal. Donnelly going to go to the line for a couple free throw shots. And you just saw Coach Cam Trigar walking past the screen. Don't forget, after the women's game, we will be bringing you the men's matchup between the Mackay Meteors and the Logan Thunder. Mackay just absolutely steamrolling through the competition on the men's side of the QBL.
Has there ever been a year in the QBL or any league in the world where there's been a person who's been potentially Coach of the Year and MVP of the league in the same season?
I don't know. Well, there has to be. Bill Russell was a player coach.
There you go. That might have been
I know he won a few MVPs in his day. I don't know if it was when he was coaching, though. But Cam Trigar definitely up there. I mean, there's a few guys on Mackay that could be considered for MVP. Willie, that's a tough turnaround jumper. Ambrose angry, but I don't know what else you could have done on that play.
Well, impossible to guard her any better than that. That's just a tip you had to the great offensive play from really showing a nice touch. But I think the thing that Sarah Ambrose could do differently is that you can't let Willie catch the ball there. You got to get ball pressure on the perimeter, but Sarah Ambrose has to try and deny her and make her catch it 2 steps off the block. So that turnaround jump shot's from 18 feet, not 12. That's the only thing you could possibly do because Willie's showing amazing skill down there in this quarter.
Donnelly inside to Gaze. Picks up her dribble. There's 2 on the shot clock. Donnelly forced into a long 3. That's an air ball. Need to communicate a little bit better there on the offensive end. Gaze didn't recognize that the clock was running out. Donnelly with the matchup with Houghton. Now they switch out. Zelenka going to fire the 3. That's off. Matuga gets the rebound. Matuga hands it off. Ambrose pops it up. It's off, though. Now Houghton puts the Jets on. Passes it to Zelenka. Over to Willie. Good pump fake, and Willie gets to the basket to lay it in.
Yeah. Great transition basketball from Mackay.
It's a 1-point lead now here for Logan. Mackay chipping away. Looking for another stop on the defensive end here. Smith steps into the long 2. That rolls home. That's that friendly home rim, isn't it?
There you go. That always feels so good as a shooter when you see it bounce in like that. But it's amazing how the friendly touch seems to favor the good shooters who work hard and get shots in like I know Cassie Smith has. But as we see subs coming in for Logan.
Yeah, Luna Castro checking in, as is Jaden Fuiava for Ula Matuga and Sarah Ambrose. So Luna Castro playing with 3 fouls here. She's going to have to be careful. She's got that matchup inside with Willie. Willie recognized it. And she's on absolute fire here in the third quarter. Tammy Willie cuts the lead to 1 with that turnaround.
Yeah, I think that's her 5th jump shot she's hit in the last 3 or 4 minutes, so she is on fire. And you would expect them to keep going to her all night long.
Luna Castro, though, answers on the other end. I don't know if we've seen her miss a jump shot tonight either.
Oh, we haven't. I think she's perfect. She's a 5 for 5 from the field, but
Willie going right at Luna Castro. Bodies are out of the way. Luna Castro can't do much else. She's tried to stay in front, but she doesn't want to pick up that 4th personal. Luna Castro takes a few dribbles. No look to Smith. There's 6 on the shot clock. Smith gets the screen, going at the defense, looking inside. That was just good defense there from Mackay, but they turn it over. Smith picks it up. There's Luna Castro at the free throw line to convert. Gotta look at that. Luna Castro, yes, she's a perfect 7 of 7 from the field so far. Excuse me, 6 of 6. Inside to Willie Turner.
My goodness, was she behind the backboard when she shot that?
That
she
was
is on fire.
That was beautiful to see. Just catch, spins right into the baseline and fades away.
You see Logan getting into a horn set here to try and get Kate Gaze going, I think.
Donnelly puts up the floater. It's off. Good offensive rebound there by Luna Castro. Savannah Palvas going to get called for the over-the-back foul. That's the second team foul on Mackay. It's going to be Palvas' third personal. Excuse me, that's her first personal. I was looking at the wrong player. Goodchild now in for Logan. Gets it over to Fuiava. There's Goodchild on the baseline. Layup attempt is good from Mila Goodchild. It's a nice offense there from Logan. Storshore inside for Willie. The basket won't count. Going to give the foul, though, I think, to Michaela Donnelly. Donnelly got caught in the post trying to guard Tammy Willie. That's just good recognition there by Mackay also, noticing the mismatch and going right to Willie. I mean, they're looking, obviously, to feature Willie in the offense to start the second half, but just good recognition of the mismatch.
No doubt, and she knocked the shot down. Didn't count, obviously, with the foul happening first, but another made jump shot for Tammy Willie, and they'll go right back to her. You would expect here in a minute.
Palvas going left, finishing with the right hand through the contact. It's a 1-point lead now for Logan. Donnelly inside, Fuiava puts it up and in. Nice creativity there by Donnelly and a good finish by Fuiava. Another one of those young studs that Logan has here on the women's QBL program. Willie misses the long two. And there's Goodchild out and running. She's going to step into the jump shot, which is good. That's just a savvy play for someone so young, isn't it?
Sure is. I mean, you talk about skill set and the ability to shoot the ball and all these things, but the basketball IQ is something that you can't teach, and she just shows every time we see her play that her IQ's not at a rookie level. She's elite already in that space, and just great recognition, and then you add the skill to knock it down as well. I guess that's showing why she's off representing Australia and has such a big future ahead of her.
Head coach Task took a timeout from Mackay, so we'll take one as well. The Meteorettes are trailing Logan by 5, 63-58 in your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. Back with you here at the Cornubia Sports Complex. Good timeout taken there by Coach Tesk. Team turned the ball over, and they're down 5, 63-58. Gaze picks up her dribble. Luna Castro, tough turnaround jump shot. Good defense there by Millie Desseldorf. And then Fuiava fouls Savannah Palvas. Good aggressive defense there. Millie Disseldorf, though, blocked the shot of Jackie Luna Castro. Good D there on
yeah, great D. Palvas looks a little bit shaken up, a little bit sore maybe, but I mean, how good has Michaela Cox's defense on Kate Gaze been tonight? We saw them right from the tip, cross-matched and guarding each other each end of the floor, and Kate Gaze is a great player, and she could easily get hot here and go off for 10, 15 in any quarter. But so far, Michaela Cox has really done a good job to make life as hard as you can for someone who's as talented as Kate Gaze is.
Well, Gaze had 12 shots in the first half. She's only attempted one so far here in the third quarter. There's a minute 37 to go in the third. So Cox not only doing a great job, she's just not even allowing Kate Gaze to get a shot off here.
That's right.
That says a lot, because Gaze gets her shot off against anybody. There's the matchup on the other end, Gaze guarding Cox. Instead it goes to Willie. She'll stop and pop, and Willie continues the hot shooting. Cuts the lead to 3.
These are not easy shots that, not hard shots that she's putting up. These are difficult, contested jump shots that Tammy really just keeps knocking down. I mean, she's making it look easy, and Kate Gay's doing a great job getting to the foul line, and when all it takes is 1 or 2 shots to go down, and then all of a sudden the shooter can catch fire, so hopefully these foul shots can get her going tonight.
Yeah, I like what Gaze did there, trying to get to the rim to get herself going. She'll go to the free throw line, and doesn't have to be a layup, doesn't have to be a jump shot. It could just be a few free throws that get a shooter going, doesn't it?
I think anytime you can see the ball go through the hoop, foul shot, jump shot, doesn't matter. So if she can knock down a couple of foul shots here, it'll be big for her moving forward to close this game out.
So Gaze hits both of them, increases the lead to 5. Checking in Kelsey McDermott. She's going to give Disseldorf a bit of a breather. It's Coach Tess going to the bench, using pretty much everyone tonight so far. There's Willie. She's double teamed. Palves has it now on the corner. Gets it over to Storshaw. Misses the layup. Offensive rebound, though. Willie misses the putback.
Oh, of all the tough jump shots you've made, your streak of the perfect night ends on a layup.
Gaze has it now. She gets to the bucket. She can't finish the layup, though.
Really nice, aggressive move, though.
Storshaw hits the first one. Second one is good as well. $30 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. It's about 2.5 second differential between the game and shot clock. Gay is going to fire a deep 3 that's off. Fuiava, though, out hustles and grabs the offensive rebound. Gaze again now at the free throw line. Jump shot is good from Kate Gaze. Cox kicks it ahead to Palvest. Palvest has to recognize the shot, but the clock expires. Didn't recognize that the clock was running down. And heading into the fourth quarter, it's a 5-point lead for Logan. Pretty good third quarter of action there, Dan.
Awesome basketball just to watch. Sometimes you catch yourself trying to be a commentator here, just watching the game as a fan, but just high-quality basketball from both sides. And we're in a 5-point game heading into the last quarter. What more can you ask for? It's going to be a great 10 minutes of basketball coming up.
It's going to be great. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the final quarter of action here on your QBL Game of the Week, presented to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. Back with you here at the Cornubia Sports Complex, just about to start the fourth quarter. It's the Logan Thunder 67, the Mackay Meteorettes 62. Dan, taking a quick look at some statistics, what jumps out at you so far in this 3 quarters?
Well, Logan, really turned the table, I think, in that third quarter, and they've got a 5-point lead to show for it, but they had 0 turnovers. We spoke often about protecting the ball and looking after it to give themselves a chance to get more shots, and that's exactly what they did. No turnovers. And a +5 rebounding differential in that quarter is probably the reason why they're up 5 at the moment. But Mackay, 16 of 17 from the foul line, just keeping themselves in it by going inside. And I mean, Kate Gaze gets a layup, which will obviously help her confidence moving into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Gaze doing a good job again, recognizing that mismatch. Corner three is up and off from Cox. Cassie Smith comes down with it, and then Cox is going to get called for the blocking foul. Kellen Cox didn't like the call. Coach Test didn't like it either.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot in there, just very, very subtle touch and not much contact, but luckily she's only got 2 personal fouls, so in no foul trouble, which is a good thing.
Fuyava has it for Logan, picks up her dribble, goes inside for Gaze. Now back out, Fuyava baseline jumper short. Storshaw has it for Mackay now. Out and pump fakes and then brings it back down. Turnover, Goodchild recovers. She's fouled hard by Shavannah Palvast. Good turnover and good transition there from Logan.
And a good foul too. Like, not dirty, helped her up afterwards, but I mean, no layups, especially for a young player. Make her earn the 2 shots at the foul line. So great defense, but Palvas made a good recovery too to not give up an easy 2 points.
Goodchild's a pretty good shooter from the free throw line, well, pretty much everywhere, but she shoots it at about an 83% clip from the charity stripe. Those are her first 2 attempts for the evening from Mila Goodchild. Hits the first and the second as well. It's quite a high arcing shot. The ball goes up quite high, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks pure.
71-62 the lead here. It's 9 now for Logan. And another steal from Goodchild, going right at Palvast again. Goodchild finishes, and Coach Test going to take a timeout. As Logan's starting to run away, they're up 11, 73-62 with 8:45 to go in the game. We'll take a break as well, and we'll come back with QBL action here on Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia. We're back at Cornubia Sports Complex. Good timeout taken there by Coach Tesk with his team down 11. Logan was going on a bit of a run there. The biggest lead of the game so far for either team.
Well, if you hadn't looked at the scoreboard all night, you'd feel like this was a close game, which it is, but Mackay, you wouldn't think are down 11. They just play really composed and quality basketball, but in the last few minutes, Logan's defense, led by Goodchild's, really increased, and Mackay just can't get a good shot, so give Logan all the credit in the world. And on the other end, they're converting, getting to the hoop, getting layups, getting to the foul line. Looking like a really quality outfit, the Logan Thunder at the moment, as Sarah Ambrose checks back into the game.
Yeah, that's Luna Castro's 4th personal foul there, so Ambrose going to check in. Ambrose also, though, she's got 2 personal fouls. But she had more than that. Here's Houghton looking inside. Baseline jumper from Willie is off. Zelenka loses it, and Gaze comes down with it. Goodchild open for 3. She can hit it. You can't leave her that open. They're going to say it was a long 2.
Well, how impressive has Goodchild been this quarter, defensively and now offensively as well.
And she struggled a little bit in her minutes in the first half. As Houghton gets called for the double dribble. Good defense there again by Fuyava. And I like what Logan has done here. They've kind of put the ball in the hands of Cassie Smith. She's really run things well here for them at the point spot.
Yeah, great pickup, John, and I think that's a role that she's really well suited to. And she did that for the Spartans and the Siebel for a couple of years as well. Back when I was playing a few years ago, and just one of those veteran players that can score, can pass, can guard a point guard, can guard a power forward. And on cue, she turns it over. So
Well, that was Ambrose that said, "Oh, sorry, that was my bad." She didn't cut. She didn't go
Well,
for
she
the
popped
roll.
and didn't roll, yeah. But it just gives Logan another look as well. And if Michaela Donnelly's in foul trouble or injured or whatever happens, you can go to Cassie Smith. What a great luxury to have for Coach Can.
Zelenka with the tough turnaround over Ambrose. She's been really impressive too, Zelenka, tonight. I thought she's done a really good job offensively for Mackay.
Yeah, I agree.
There's Smith at the free throw line. Jump shot is good. Mackay can't trade baskets with Logan. They need to get some stops. And just the silly turnover there. Houghton and Palvast, miscommunication. Turnover's really hurting Mackay in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it sure is. And without a Nadine Payne just to go and get you a bucket out of nothing. I mean, I think Mackay, I would think, have to say, put the ball in Michaela Cox's hands, run some, I don't know, on balls with a Palvast or a Willie, just give her like a north-south on ball at the top of the key and just let her go to work off it. But they need to be a bit more structured without a stud like Nadine, who's not here.
Ambrose with 6 on the shot clock goes out to Goodchild. Deep three is off. Matuga, though, with the offensive rebound. She gets around Willie and kicks it out to Logan, and Logan will reset. Goodchild with 5 on the shot clock, spins into the paint, leaves her feet. Smith has to get it off. She does, and it falls.
Well, Cassie Smith very quietly has got up to 18 points.
7 assists also. She's doing a bit of everything.
And 1 turnover, John, just like you said, doing it all. And played, as usual, great defense too.
Houghton now Cox in the corner. Her three-pointer is up and too strong. Matuga comes down with it. She's going to settle things, hands off to Smith. 15-point lead here for Logan. Been really impressive. They've kept their composure and really imposed their will on Mackay.
Well, a 15-point lead with 5 minutes left is going to be difficult for Mackay to peg back. And I think if they do end up losing, when they go back and look at the box score later, it'll be the inability to control the rebound count that's going to come back to haunt them. And you look at Willie and some of the bigger girls they've got. We spoke in the pregame about this size advantage, but Logan, to their credit, done an awesome job rebounding the basketball tonight.
Yeah, and we'll keep it here. There's a timeout on the floor. Let's keep it here. Stat that jumps out at me, Dan. You talked about turnovers. Mackay now has 14 to Logan's 10. The turnovers really hurt Logan in the first half, and those turnovers are starting to hurt Mackay here in the second half. And
don't forget, Logan had 6 in the first quarter, so to have 4 turnovers from the rest of the game to this point, that ability to look after the ball, and they were down 6 at quarter time, so I think it just shows they've cleaned up the turnover count, they've controlled the rebound count as well, and not surprisingly, given those 2 stats, they're on top.
Yeah, and points off of turnovers, Logan capitalizing. 14 turnovers for Mackay has led to 20 points for Logan, and another stat that jumps out at me, 23 points from the bench for Logan. So Coach Ken has the ability to play 5 guys off the bench, and they can all come in and contribute. We've seen Goodchild here in the fourth quarter step up. Earlier it was Ula Matuga. We saw Kirisome come in and give him some good minutes. Honoré, I mean, this has been a pretty impressive performance so far. It's a 15-point lead with just under 6 minutes to go here for Logan.
And they've done it with Kate Gage, the second leading scorer in the league, having a relatively quiet game. I mean, she's got herself 12 points and she's done a lot of other really good things, but it's not like she's gone off for 30 and they've won. They've done it with all the other players contributing and playing great team basketball. So lots of positives for Logan so far tonight. But they've got 5 minutes where they've got to lock in and close this game out because this Mackay team is more than capable of coming back.
Houghton missed the 3, though. Logan came out of that timeout in his zone. So the zone definitely is successful there for Logan. Gaze gets the screen from Ambrose. Now Ambrose has it with 8. Gaze going to fire a really deep 3 that rolls in and out. Now Houghton skips it over. Cox inside to Willie. Willie turnaround jumper is off. Good hands, though, there by Houghton. Steals it from Gaze. Cox again inside now to Willie. Skip to Palvast. Wing 3 is way off. They haven't been able to find their form from beyond the arc tonight, Mackay, have they?
No, they haven't. It's been noticeable, too. They've really struggled to make an impact from out there.
I think they're 2 of 13 on the night so far. Gaze stop and pop is good. Now out to 17, the lead for Logan.
And Coach Test's body language has changed as well. I think he's struggling for ideas as this Logan team just continues to roll on.
Valves looking to make something happen. Hit Zelenka with a pass, and she was fouled from behind. That foul number 9, Cassie Smith. That's going to be Smith's third personal foul. It's the second team foul for Logan. Luna Castro back in for Logan. Giving Cassie Smith a breather, as is Donnelly. There's Willie with the ball going right at Luna Castro. Her jump shot off. Ambrose with a good defensive rebound. Nice in and out pass. Donnelly's three is off though. Valves has it knocked out of bounds from behind by Mila Goodchild. Coach Test going to go to the bench, checking in Madison McDonald. She's going to check in for Jackie Zelenka. 4 minutes to go here. You got to expect some kind of pressure or something from Mackay. A foul called as Valves is trying to run through the key. Foul's called on Kate Gaze. That's her third personal also. A lot of contact there, though. Valves just bounced off of Luna Castro. Hit the floor hard.
And she got fouled 2 or 3 times. Luckily for Logan, you can only call the first one, but yeah, she went right through the gauntlet there.
Pretty good crowd here for the Mackay Logan matchup. People still filing in. The men's matchup should be a great one. Don't forget to tune in next. We'll end our stream. We'll bring it back on the Basketball Queensland YouTube channel.
Well, you talk about quality of players in our league. Mackay rolls into town with Sean Bruce, Lucas Walker, Cam Trigar. Logan rock up with Mitch Young and the crew. So, I mean, if I was in Logan, why wouldn't you come down here? And I mean, the Thunder have done such a great job with game night too. We see the Event Cinemas Gold Class seating courtside again tonight. It's just a professional outfit down here, and always nice to come and look at the product they're putting on the floor. It's always a good night.
Yeah, a lot of sponsors down here. You see people up in the stands, see people up on the top deck, and here's that pressure from Mackay. Good calm play there by Donnelly. There's 6 now on the shot clock. Donnelly skips it over to Goodchild. Corner three is up, too strong. Willie comes down with it. Skip pass to Cox. Cox puts it on the deck and has to bring it back out. She'll fire it deep too, that rattles out. Jump ball. Luna Castro got the rebound. And it's going to stay with Logan. Cassie Smith going to check back in. She's going to come in for Mila Goodchild. Coach Can doesn't want this one slipping away. He's going back to the veteran starting 5. It's a 15-point lead with 3 minutes to go here, Dan. What does Mackay need to do to cut this down?
Well, I think we saw a bit of full court pressure, which is something they've got to do, but I'm not sure how capable they are tonight. As a team on the season, definitely yes, but I'm talking about the 3-point shot. I think they're 2 of 13, 2 of 14 from deep. They probably need to try and speed the game up, put some pressure on some full court press, but they do also need to get to the foul line and get buckets while the clock is stopped. They need to knock down some 3 balls too.
Luna Castro thought she had the clean block, but she just got called for her 5th personal foul. Really good night from Jackie Luna Castro. She's going to finish the night with 13 points, 6 rebounds, but those 5 fouls, unfortunately.
Just a really efficient night as well. 6 or 7 from the field. Didn't force it. Just plays her role really well for this team, doesn't she?
She's been a really great addition, and she's that kind of. I think she's that modern big. They talk about it all the time, but she can play in the post, but she can step out as well.
Yeah.
Donald missed the second, so Ambrose comes down with it, kicks ahead for Matuga. About 2.5 to go. 16 points the lead here for Logan, 83-67. Donnelly hands off for Gaze. Gaze gets in the paint, floater is off. Ball's tipped around, and Mackay comes down with it. McDermott pass, though, stolen by Ula Matuga. Good heads-up play there by Matuga. Three-pointer from Cassie Smith is good. 86-67. Is that the final nail, Dan?
Yeah, the game is over. And I think Coach Tess knew that a couple of minutes ago with Palvist and Michaela Cox both subbing out.
And Willis going to get set to check back in, as is Disseldorf. Willie, though, finishes and gets fouled, so she'll go to line for a three-point play opportunity. McDonald hit her with the pass as she was falling down to the ground. So Jay Willis checking in, and Jillian Houghton going to check out. So after the big win last night, Mackay going to pick up their second loss of the season, and Logan will be in second place outright after their win tonight, with their only loss coming to the team in first place. Pretty positive signs tonight from Logan, too.
Well,
I mean, not only getting the win.
Well, they're a little bit under the radar, too, aren't they? Everyone talks about the Spartans and Mackay and a couple of the other northern teams and the women, but Logan just putting together a big season, and you're right, outright second. And the thing is, they've got a lot of improvement left in them as well. We see Kate Gaze hasn't shot the ball very well tonight. They've had a couple of other girls who've come in and played less of a role than usual, but some of these bench girls, the Sarah Ambrose and the like, even Alice Hornery's come in and played really well, and they've just shown that they're a team to contend with as the year goes on.
And it's going to be, they're going to have a few issues, though, because like we said, Mila Goodchild's going to be away. She's been playing some big minutes for them. Ula Matuga is going to be away for a bit as well, so they need to pick up as many wins as they can. They're going to pick up their 7th one tonight. They're going to move to 7-1. This loss is going to drop Mackay to 8-2. And it's certainly, you know, Mackay definitely has enough talent to win this game tonight. Logan just played a great game, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't help that you're missing, arguably she's definitely one of the top players in the competition in Nadine Payne. Stripped and steal there by Ambrose. I think we might see another rematch between these two teams later on in the season, come finals time, Dan.
Yeah, it certainly would not surprise me. They'll be right up there, both of them. And I hope so as well. Selfishly, as just a fan of the game, I'd love to see them play again. Add Nadine Payne to it, add a hot Kate Gaze to it, and that'd be a game to watch for sure.
Yeah, well, might as well take a look at some of the statistics, as there's 24 seconds to go, and it's an 88-69 lead for Logan. Leading the way in top scoring for Logan was Cassie Smith. How good was Cassie Smith tonight? 21 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, only the 1 turnover, like we said. They had 4 other players in double figures. Next up was Kate Gaze with 14. Jackie Luna Castro had 13. Michaela Donnelly also had 13. Emil Goodchild finished with 10. As the final bell whistles, and it's an 88-69 win for the Logan Thunder over the Mackay Meteorettes. For Logan, they wound up shooting 50% from the field, 57 from 2, only 20% from 3. So if you had to knock them on that, they probably didn't shoot as well from 3 as they would have hoped.
Yeah, no doubt. And when we spoke during the broadcast about Logan controlling the backboard and rebounding the ball really, really well, and they were just impressive up and down the court tonight. Looked really good in transition, but their half-court game looked pretty solid as well. Just an impressive performance, no doubt.
They were 11 of 13 from the free throw line, too, so capitalized on those opportunities. For Mackay, leading the way, Tammy Willie, 26 points and 5 rebounds. Also in double figures was Michaela Cox with 11. Jackie Zelenka had 10. And then you see Shavana Palvas with 9. Jillian Houghton finished with 5. But they only shot 39% from the field, 46% from 2, only 13% from 3. They scored 32 points in the paint as opposed to Logan's 42. So not the performance Mackay wanted. but a great job by Logan getting the win in front of their home fans.
No doubt about it. And looking forward to the men's game coming up as well, which will be equally as impressive, if not even a bit better.
Yeah, well, that's going to wrap it up for us here. So we want to just take the time to thank Chris Sieber on the camera. I got to thank Regan Baker on the production panel for us. Dan George on the commentary with myself, John Guarna, and also want to give a shout out to James Bowman from Australian Sports Network down in Sydney for doing all of our graphics. And guys, if you can, make sure you give Live Sport Australia and Nothing But Net Media a like on Facebook. And make sure you vote for James Bowman and Australian Sports Network on the streaming awards also. And next week we will be live from the Carina as Brisbane Spartans host the Sunshine Coast Phoenix. The women's tip at 1, the men tip at 3. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in to another QBL Game of the Week brought to you by Nothing But Net Media and Live Sport Australia.